Hey guys, today's video is going to be a super quick video on productivity and a particular technique or hack, if you will, on how to optimize your productivity so that you can get more done in less time with better quality. So, productivity. Essentially, it means getting stuff done. A lot of people think, right, that productivity is sort of about stressing around and doing way too much stuff, working too much. And a lot of hippies or, maybe people that are more inclined towards natural living or whatever, have this idea that, productivity is bad. You just want to, sit back and observe life and take it all in. The truth is, the way I see it, that productivity, it allows you to get stuff done without it taking over your whole life, right? So when you see people working 12 hours, 16 hours, like just working 7 days a week, working, they're not productive usually. Or their productivity level is per hour is very low. So I'm saying that essentially by optimizing your productivity, you can get that same amount of work done in maybe half the time, and have the other half of the time free to do other stuff, because life needs to be a balance of work. We all need work. Work is amazing. We love to work. It's important for humans to have a purpose, a project, to get stuff done, to make progress on something. It's very satisfying to our soul, if you will. So we need work, and then we need rest, and we need sort of social time, and we need alone time. And we need training time and recovery time. There's always this balance going on. Anyway, here's the tip for the productivity. I think it's called time blocking. I've heard some people talk about it like that. But I'm just going to define my concept in my own words. And that is, when you're doing something, do that one task and nothing else. Okay? Focus on one task at the time. Don't try to multitask. Multitasking is not possible. You will just work for a longer time than if you worked on each of the tasks individually focused. Because when you focus on one task, you're just absorbed. You are more productive doing that one task when you focus all your energy on that. And that's one thing, but another thing is in terms of the time you spend doing it. If you're sort of, let's suppose you have a work day and you do a little bit of this, and then you do a little bit of that, you do a little bit of this, and then you have lunch, and then a little bit of that, and you have a snack, then you do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, back and forth, a little bit of different things. Even if you focus 100% when you're doing each thing, because it's just so scattered, it just typically ends up being unproductive. A much better strategy would, for example, be to say, okay, I've got 3 hours from now until lunch. Those 3 hours are going to be dedicated to this one thing. For me, as an example, today, now, I'm making this video. I'm in my video making block, okay? Right now, until lunch, I'm making videos, okay? Making videos and editing videos, okay? It's video time for me. And that means I'm not checking emails. I'm not working on coaching. I'm not working on creating training programs. I'm not doing anything else. I'm creating videos. I'm in a creative mode. Whereas on another segment of my day, or maybe another day altogether, because remember, it's not only before lunch and after lunch, it's not only like this 2-hour block and this 2-hour block, it's also this day and this day. And on a grander scale, it could even be this week or this month or this year even, right? We have projects that span over various amounts of time, and projects are awesome because it makes you get inspired, you work, you finish the project, and then you move on to something new and it's fresh again. And as long as you're fresh, you are more productive. When you're stale and bored, you're unproductive. So if you find yourself stale and bored with whatever you're doing, move on to the next thing, okay? It's better to focus on something you're fresh on. And I also find, in terms of creative versus administrative work, if you want to call it that, it's better to do the creative work in the morning. So it's in the morning now, I'm making a video, it's creative. Whereas things like answering comments, answering emails, scheduling things, that's better to do in the afternoon, where you don't need that sort of pop, that creative energy. That's better in the early morning, at least for me. And so I schedule my week. I have 1 day a week, Mondays typically, where I'm focused on emails, scheduling, comments. I'm creating, preparing the videos for YouTube, writing the description, putting in thumbnails, etc. All that stuff. Then I have another day which is my video day, today. Then I have a few other days which is focused on my training, and I do a little bit of random work, but it's really focused on my training. And then I have another day yet where I'm focused on coaching, or maybe 2 days even. So, you know, paradising your week essentially, creating different blocks of time for the week, but also different blocks of time within one day, where you focus 100% on one task, nothing else until you complete that task. That is an excellent way to get productive, okay? At the end, I want to mention, of course, that if you are not sleeping well, you will not be productive either. Sleep, health in general, but especially sleep, is essential to be productive. And I've written an ebook about this. It's called Sweet Dreams. I'll put a link to it here. It's about optimizing the conditions for good sleep. If you're going from like 6 hours of sleep to 8 or 9, you're going to see an increase in your productivity. Even though you're wasting 2 or 3 more hours sleeping, you're actually going to be more productive in your waking hours if you do that. And if you can improve the quality of your sleep, that's also going to improve the quality of your work during the next day. So get your sleep, get your health on the right track, and make sure you're conscious about how you spend your time each day and each week in order to make the most of the time you do spend working. Don't go checking your inbox like 10 times a day. Check your inbox in the morning, check your inbox in the afternoon, or maybe 3 times. But that's it. And when you're in your inbox, you answer your emails, and then you get out of your inbox, okay? You have a 10-minute time block for that email in the morning, perhaps, before you start your creative work or whatever else you want to do. So don't go checking Facebook and email all the time throughout the day. That's just not productive. Be focused, know what you're doing, complete the task, and move on. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Check out that ebook about sleep. The link is in the description. And have an awesome day. Bye now.